Hello dear friends, welcome back. We have discussed about cartilage, some important points. Now let us see about the types of cartilage in detail. First of all, there is elastic cartilage. Previously I have introduced them. So elastic cartilage is a type of cartilage which is a little bit elastic in nature. So it means whenever it is elastic, so it should not contain those very firm fibers which will not let them be elastic, which will resist their elasticity, right? So look here, these are all the cells of cartilage. So we say that elastic cartilage contains more cells than fibers, and we also say that the fibers which are present in this type of cartilage are mostly elastic fibers, that's why this cartilage is a little bit elastic in nature, right? So first important point about this type of cartilage is that elastic cartilages contain unbranched elastic fibers. Clear, friends? Number 2 point, they contain cells are very much, right? In elastic cartilage, cells are very much. Then the next important point about elastic cartilage, very important point, is that this cartilage contains cells, and cells are number 1 are the chondrocytes, and number 2 are chondroblast cells. So look carefully, look carefully here, because fibers are not too much, their collagen fibers are very less here, that's why we don't need fibroblast cells. So chondroblast cells and chondrocyte cells are present in this type of cartilage, elastic cartilage. Next important point about this is that this type of tissue contains a very special type of membrane around it, that is called pericardium. So this tissue possesses perichondrium. Now look carefully, what is perichondrium? Perichondrium is a type of membrane, a type of connective tissue membrane which is surrounding this elastic cartilage or this type of cartilage. For example, if you take paint, right, or if you take a cloth and you put this whiteboard inside that cloth and you cover all this whiteboard with that cloth, right? So first, so when you want to touch the whiteboard, first of all your fingers will touch that cloth, then you will touch the whiteboard, right? So same is the case here. This type of tissue surrounded by perichondrium, and this perichondrium is a type of connective tissue, a membranous type of connective tissue which protects this elastic cartilage. Clear, friends? Okay, next point about this cartilage is that it also possesses some collagen fibers, but mostly collagen type 2. Very less collagen type 2 is there in this elastic cartilage. And next important point about it is in which areas of the body are they located? What are their locations? In which areas of the body you will find elastic cartilage? So you can see here, this is elastic cartilage, ear pinna. So the pinna contains elastic cartilage. So I will write here pinna of external ear, the first area. Then the second area is that in the external acoustic meatus. We write here external acoustic meatus. Meatus means opening, acoustic means ear. So in the external acoustic meatus, let us make a diagram in this part. This is your ear pinna. So your ear pinna mostly contains elastic cartilage, and then there is your ear canal, right? So this outer part of the Yeah, this outer part of this acoustic meatus, this area, and this area contains elastic cartilage. And the third important point where elastic cartilage is found in our body is the eustachian tubes. Eustachian tubes. And what are eustachian tubes? You know, there is a connection between your throat and your ears. So from here there is a tube going towards your throat or your pharynx. So this tube contains elastic cartilage in its walls, right? So these were the locations of elastic cartilage, and these were some a little bit detail about elastic cartilage that I wrote. Now if you take this detail and look at this diagram, you will easily recognize which type of cartilage I am talking about. So more cells here, right? Less fibers, no fibroblasts, clear. Then unbranched elastic fibers, that's why they are elastic, clear. Okay, then possesses perichondrium. So you will see, if you take a microscope and see at that elastic cartilage, on the surface of elastic cartilage from all sides there will be a connective tissue membrane that is called perichondrium, and you will see a little bit collagen type fibers on type 2, right? And what is the location? Pinna of external ear, external acoustic meatus, and eustachian tube. In these locations these elastic cartilages are found, clear friends. Now let us go towards hyaline cartilage. Hyaline cartilage is called hyaline because hyala means mirror. So it's a little bit shiny in nature because of much amount of water in the extracellular matrix of this this cartilage. That's why they call it hyala, clear. So first important point about this hyaline cartilage is that this hyaline cartilage contains 3 to 5% cells. 3 to 5% cells, very less. Look, let's compare both of them. Look at these cells, very much number of cells, and look at these cells, very less. Here look at the extracellular matrix, very less, and look here, very lots of extracellular matrix is found, right? So we say in hyaline cartilage the cells are very less in number, right? The next important point about it, it contains 60 to 80% water. Now look, as I told you now, they contain lots of water in the extracellular matrix. Because of the presence of this water, this cartilage appears a little bit shiny. That's why they call it hyaline cartilage, clear. The third important point about this hyaline cartilage is that it contains 15% collagen type 2. Now look, collagen fibers type 2. So the percentage of collagen. Now you will compare this percentage with here fibrocartilage. So it must contain 60 to 80% fibers, right? So that's why they call it fibrocartilage. The fourth point about hyaline cartilage is that its matrix contains mostly GAGs, proteoglycans, and little bit fibers. So matrix contains GAGs, proteoglycans, and fibers. You know the fibers that I have written already above, clear. So next point about their location, in which parts of the body are the hyaline cartilages found. So hyaline cartilage, okay, one thing which is very important about the perichondrium. So this hyaline cartilage also possesses perichondrium. This was very important. Possess perichondrium. It should be protected. That's why this perichondrial membrane is present around this connective, this cartilage, hyaline cartilage, clear friends. So about the locations of hyaline cartilage are mostly found around the articular ends of the bones. Let me write here, around articular ends of long bones. Let's come here and make a diagram. This is a long bone, or let me make a joint with it also, right? And here is another bone, right, like this. So they are making joint, right, both of them are making joint, that's why we call them articular. Here around these articular ends of these bones there is a special type of cartilage which is called hyaline cartilage. So look here, if I make a diagram, this is a bone and this is another bone, both of them are making joint, so these are articular ends. So here, right here at the articular ends of these bones there is a specialized type of cartilage that is called hyaline cartilage. So around articular ends of the bones they are present. Then they are present in nose, right, in our nose there is hyaline cartilage, you know, this is hyaline cartilage. Okay, the next area of the body where they are found is the ventral ends of the ribs, ventral ends of ribs, right. You know, there is your sternum, this is your sternum, and then there are your ribs, the true ribs. So here in between the sternum and ribs there is the presence of hyaline cartilage. So that's why I say to you that the ventral ends of the ribs contain these hyaline cartilage, and then we say they are present in larynx, right, they are present in bronchi. Now you know all these. So hyaline cartilage is mostly found around articular ends of long bones, nose, ventral ends of ribs, larynx, bronchi, right. One thing more, trachea. In trachea you have the cartilaginous rings, you know, incomplete cartilaginous rings are there. So those incomplete cartilaginous rings in the trachea are made up of hyaline cartilage. Clear? So these were the two types of cartilages that we discussed and their locations. Now let's go towards fibrocartilage. Fibrocartilage, if you want to define this fibrocartilage very easily, so about fibrocartilage we say that fibrocartilage is a type of cartilage which is made up of, which is formed by combination of, hyaline cartilage and dense regular connective tissue. So it is formed by combination of dense regular connective tissue and hyaline cartilage. That's quite simple. So this is the definition for it. What is the definition? Fibrocartilage is the type of cartilage in which is formed by combination of dense regular connective tissue, right, and hyaline cartilage. Very importantly, then the next point about this type of cartilage is that the cells of this cartilage are dispersed in rows. You can see here the cells are irregular, but here the cells have made rows, and in between those rows there are the rows of cells, there are fibers present, right. So we say cells are dispersed in rows. Done. Then the third point about this type of cartilage is cells are mostly chondroblast and fibroblast. Chondroblast strands and fibroblast cells are present in this type of cartilage. Then the next important point about this type of fibrocartilage is that they lack perichondrium. Now look the difference between the three chem. Possess pericardium, it also possesses pericardium, it lacks pericardium, right. Then next important point about this type of cartilage is that it contains collagen, mostly type 2 but a little bit type 1 also. Mostly type 2 collagen but a little bit type 1 also, right friends. Okay, then what are their locations? In which parts of the body are fibrocartilages located? They are located in very important parts of the body. For example, they are located in intervertebral discs, intervertebral discs, right? Then they are located in certain important joints. For example, in knee joint they are found, knee joints. They are found in wrist joints, wrist joint. They are found in temporomandibular joint here, temporomandibular joint. They are found in sternoclavicular joint, right here, sternoclavicular joint, clavicular joint. They are found in symphysis pubis, right, symphysis pubis, right. So these are very important parts of the body where fibrocartilage, the hardest cartilage, is found. So my dear friends, this was about for cartilage tissue, the important points about cartilage itself, then the types of cartilage, then the locations of the types of cartilage. So here we are finished with the cartilage tissue. Also, inshallah, next lecture will be about some other type of connective tissue in detail. So see you guys there.